Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the New England Sports Center tonight. The 5 and 6 Hudson Hawks host the Wildcats of Worcester. Worcester 1 and 10 overall, 0 and 6 in league play. Hawks are 4 and 3 in the Russell Conference. Currently sit fourth. First place is the St. Paul Knights. Second place is the Northbridge Rams, both teams that split the season series with the Hawks. This is the second time around that the Hawks will face Worcester. Hawks are currently ranked number 23 in the Division IV power rankings in the state of Massachusetts with the MIAA. 7-0 victory the other night against the Blue Devils of Leominster. Jordan Souza picked up the hat trick. He got 3 goals and an assist. Christian Stevens had a goal and 2 assists. Joe Lozeritis had 2 goals, 1 on the power play. And Brandon Dulesky picked up the shutout in the 7-0 win. Starting lineups are set to be introduced. First to be introduced will be the Worcester Wildcats. These teams met early in the season, the Hawks' third game of the season, and they were 4-1 victors over the Wildcats in Worcester. I'm Pete Conti along with Allie Cassidy, and starting lineups set to be introduced. John Ty, number 9, is on defense. 15 is David Dobson. Your forwards, number 6, Jim Morse. Number 18 is Jason Fuller. And at right wing, Sal Smara and Joe Fisher in goal for the Wildcats. And now the starting lineup for your Hudson Hawks. Number 6, Devin Morton gets the start on defense. And number 19, Owen Anadowicz, his partner across the blue line. Left wing is number 12, Jordan Souza. Number 5 is Joe Lozeritis. And Christian Stevens rounds out the forwards for the starting lineup. And in goal tonight for the Hawks, number 1 is Wyatt Cutler. And now we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem. And we're about set to go from the New England Sports Center. The 5 and 6 Hawks and the 1 and 10 Wildcats of Worcester's leading scorers for Worcester, Jason Fuller and Sal Smara. And they'll be starting on this first unit for the Wildcats. Fuller, 4 goals, 7 assists on the season, and Smara, 5 goals and 6 assists. And we are about set to go. The Hawks in the lighter colors, wearing their alternate uniforms. A white and gray camouflage with the red stripes. Same on the socks. And blue and teal for the Wildcats. And we're underway from the Sports Center. Nanadowicz kicks it over to Stevens at the blue line, and he's angled off the puck by David Dobson. Smara sends it down into the corner. Jason Fuller there to pick it up. Smara sends it back down to Fuller. Fuller can't get out of the corner. And Morse picks it up on the other side. Can't hold on. Lozeritis loses the handle. Smara with the shot. And Cutler sticks it into the corner. Fuller across to Smara. Smara back to the point. And Ty's shot goes wide. Now Morse sends it back around for Smara. And he battles the puck away from Nanadowicz. Kicks it forward for Morse. And Souza chips it out towards center ice. Souza finishes the check on John Ty. Gets a rise out of the Hudson bench. And Morton tried to clear it in. It was intercepted by Dobson. And Lewis sent it down into the corner. It was deflected by Nathan Doobie. Pass out front for Sullivan. Got over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain off the mark with the shot. Like he had Fisher out of position. Riley O'Sullivan shot in through traffic. Fuller able to get the left pad out. He had no stick, still has no stick. Edie sends it in, blocker saved by Fuller. And Chamberlain threw it across the goal line. Turned away by Fuller. O'Malley turns toward the boards at center ice. His shot goes off the pads. And Dobson blocked down into the corner. He follows it in there, but it's picked up by Grigware. Shot in by Lozeritis. Fuller still without a stick. All right, it looks like we're going to have a delayed penalty. And Braden Resendez gets on the score sheet first tonight. 2:37 into the contest. He'll go to the penalty box for hooking. And Worcester on the power play. Pass down low to Morse. Morse throws it out front. Shot by Smara. Turned away by Cutler. Morse back to the point. Ethan Ford plays it to his right. Now it's back to Ford. And the shot off the mark by Fuller. Rattles all the way around to John Bowler. Bowler challenged by O'Sullivan, loses the puck. Out Ford. Fiddles and diddles in the corner. Works his way out. Up high slot in the center. The shot by Bowler goes wide. Ford works his way toward the middle. Over to his left. His right for Smara. Smara's shot goes wide. Hawks unable to clear. Now Fuller. Cross for Ford. Ford sends it in on goal, goes wide. Looked like it was deflected, maybe by Toby Eady. Al Ford across for Bowler. Bowler's shot well wide. Al Ford's shot is caught by Cutler, and he's going to hold on. 31 seconds left in the Worcester power play. Shot from the point, stopped by Cutler again. He's going to hold on. Going to be Lewis and Anardowicz on defense. The forwards, Lozeritis and Cooper Lucina, face off one back to the point. Rister goes wide. And a shot from the slot by Lashua. Doesn't make it to Cutler, and the Hawks able to clear. 12 seconds left on the Worcester power play. 10:32 left in the first period. No score here from the Sports Center. Now Samara out of the corner. Can't connect with Lashua at center ice. Resendez out of the box. Lozeritis up off the boards for Resendez. Kept in at the point by David Dobson. Shot in goes wide behind Cutler. And Anardowicz gets the good bounce off the kickboard. Down the right wing. Forced behind the net. Knocked off the puck. Nathan Doobie there. And Resendez battles in the corner against Doobie. Kept in at the point. And offside as Riley O'Sullivan caught in the zone. 9:32 left in the first period. Scoreless between the Hawks and the Wildcats. Now Stevens into the zone. Puck got a little bit out ahead of him. And Lewis with the hit at center ice on Bowler. O'Malley. It's ahead for Souza. Gives it to Riley O'Sullivan. They're into the Worcester zone. O'Sullivan tried to work his way toward the goal. Shot by Souza is rejected by Fisher. And Lewis with the low shot in on Fisher. And he's going to tie it up. Not sure if Fisher quite knew where it was, but he was able to tie it up. 8:44 left to go in the first period. We are scoreless still. We'll have a hooking penalty. Hawks will be on the power play. Penalty for John Tighe for hooking at 6:14 of the period. And the puck cleared. It's a foot race. Jim Morse with the shorthanded bid. Ausmara up the wall. Cutler. We're going to leave it for Lewis. And the pass to Resendez at the blue line. Couldn't hold on. It was sent back the other way. No shots on net in that first power play minute for the Hawks. Out in Artowich. Into the zone. Keeps it wide, puts on the brakes in the corner, waits for some help. Pass across for Resendez, bounces off his stick. Morton sends it down low. Lucina tried to get the deflection. Now Morton for Resendez. Resendez with the shot turned away by Fisher. And Artowich in the corner. Plays it up top. Tries to work his way off the boards. Kept in the zone at the point. O'Sullivan with the shot, just misses wide on the stick side. Penalty time expired. Worcester at full strength. Here's a break for Jacob Pratt. Threw it across, was ramped up into the corner by Cutler. Now Pratt back to the point. Bowler keeps it alive. Shot goes in on Cutler, makes the save, rebound, rolls in. That was the second shot by Nathan Lashua. .6:15 left to go first period. Fuller on the draw against Lozeritis. Lozeritis wins it around, and the Hawks able to clear. Stevens couldn't break free. Picked up the loose puck, sent it down toward the goal line. Now O'Malley chases deep, swings around behind the net of Cutler. He's broken up by Morse. Fuller with the shot, saved by Cutler. Hawks are asking Cutler to do a lot here in this first period. So far, he's come through. Morse sends it into the zone. Smaurer there to chase it down. O'Malley going to come up the opposite side. Lewis for Souza. Cross ice. Stevens. Rister in on Joe Fisher. And he holds on. With Riley O'Sullivan on the draw for the Hawks. Wins it back to the point. Lewis with the shot. Saved by Fisher. Now Jackson Tierney sends it ahead. Lewis backhands it back in. Now Edie down into the corner, tried to get the pass out front, was intercepted by the Worcester defense. And offside against the Hawks. 4:30 left to go first period. Lozeritis wins the faceoff back. Now it's Nanadowicz. Drives it through the middle. Dobson knocked off the puck. Hawks forecheck along the near wall. Resendez sent it out front. Lucina couldn't get the stick on it. Doobie broken up just inside the Hudson line. Now Resendez works his way toward the middle. His shot is caught by Joe Fisher, and he holds on. Face-off is going to come to his right. 3:54 left to go first period. Lozeritis centers Resendez and Lucina. And a shot by Resendez off the face-off. And Fisher holds on to that one. Puck drifts down into the corner. Lashua sends it back over to the near side. They can't clear. Lozaritis pushed off the puck by Ethan Ford. And the puck rolls into the corner. Now here's a break for Worcester. Pratt with the shot. Cutler got a piece of that. Now Lozaritis, his shot wide. Looks like he went high on the far side of Joe Fisher. Kept in by Nenadowicz, fired back all the way around to the opposite corner. Lucina there to get it. He's knocked off the puck by Ethan Ford. And Worcester clears. Now Nenadowicz for Souza. Now Riley O'Sullivan carries into the zone. Try to go back down low for Souza. He picks it up, throws it out front. And Riley O'Sullivan with the shot, and the puck still loose. And it goes in. Looks like Stevens on the far side. Couple Hawks had opportunities at that. Looks like Christian Stevens ultimately put that one past Joe Fisher. .12:22, the time of the goal. Looks like it's going to be Christian Stevens. We'll see if there's assists associated with it. Lewis keeps it in at the point. Sends it down behind Fisher. Pass out front for O'Sullivan. Fisher made the initial stop. Stevens got a swipe at the rebound. He's slow to get up. Now O'Malley tried to play it off the wall for Stevens. Hawks are going to go for a change, and icing will go against the Hawks. 1:38 left to go in the first period. And Christian Stevens puts the Hawks on the board with 12:22, the time of the goal. And the Hawks are up 1-0. 1:37 left in the first period. Chamberlain off the faceoff. Sends the pass off the wall to himself. His shot's rejected by Fisher. Now Ford in the corner with Toby Eady. And Chamberlain in there as well on the forecheck. Nenadowicz tried to send it down on a little slap pass for Chamberlain. Worcester can't clear. Rebound on the Toby Eady shot. And Fuller had to be quick to make that stop, and he did. We got 1 minute left in the first period. It's going to be Lozaritis on the draw against Jason Fuller. And he's going to swap out with number 6, Jim Morse. Face-off won by Morse. Ben Rucho tried to come up the wall, kept in at the point by Morton. Sent back down lower by Chamberlain. 45 seconds to go in the period. Morton and Chamberlain. And Chamberlain loses the handle along the wall. Fired back the other way by Nenadowicz. Now Sal Smara into the zone. Sweep check by Nenardo, which relieves him of the puck. And Chamberlain doesn't clear. Collision with Riley O'Sullivan as the shot goes in on Cutler, and he ties it up with 17.5 seconds left in the period. Fuller wins the faceoff, and a shot in by Smara is tied up by Cutler. 5 seconds come off the clock. 12.5 left. And Riley O'Sullivan angles the puck off, gets it into the corner, and it's cleared by Lucino. And the buzzer will sound, ending the first period with through 1 here at the Sports Center. It's the Hawks 1 and the Wildcats nothing. Second period is underway. Hawks with the 1-0 lead on the Christian Stevens goal at the 12:22 mark of the first period. Hawks going right to left in this period. Lozaritis to Souza. And a break for Worcester. Morse puts on the brakes, keeps it in at the blue line. And Nenardo is pinned deep, saved by Cutler. And there was a shot by Aiden Grigware. Check that. The shot was by Fuller, number 18. Now Stevens with some room on the near side into the zone, fakes the shot, and he's broken up by Colton Tierney. Nenardo is from the other side, it's tipped. Jordan Souza with the goal. Shot came from the point. Owen Nenardowicz with the blast, and Souza got the stick in the way, redirected the puck, and the Hawks take the 2-0 lead. 1:08 into the second period. Souza with the hat trick Saturday night against the Leominster Blue Devils, and continues tonight with the second goal of the night for the Hawks. Chamberlain gets it in. He's going to get his own rebound. Just broken up by Jacob Pratt. O'Sullivan works himself free. Backhander in on Fisher, and he makes the save. And Lashua sends it ahead for Pratt, and Worcester able to clear the zone. Now Edie with the shot, saved by Fisher. Out of the corner looking for Chamberlain, and the pass was intercepted by Nathan Doobie. Sent ahead, Lashua in on Cutler, and he's going to cover it up. 12:47 left to go in the second. Little more than a minute into the period, Jordan Souza puts the Hawks further ahead. It's 2-0 Hudson. Face off to the right of Cutler. One back to Tom Sutton. His shot goes wide. Check that, Jackson Tierney with the shot. And Lozaritis stops the play at the Worcester blue line. Puck tipped up into the Hudson bench. It's going to be Lozaritis on the draw against Aiden Grigware. Lozaritis wins it back. Sent in behind the goal by Morton. Lucina ahead for Lozaritis. Back to the point. And the shot is blocked Jackson Tierney got the stick in the way of that. Shot from the point is deflected. That was off the stick of Colton Tierney. Now Resendez. Shot goes behind the goal. Pass out front. Puck is loose and Artowich winds up. And Fisher makes the save. Faceoff's going to come to the right, to the left of Joe Fisher. Christian Stevens will be on the draw against Jason Fuller. Fuller wins it back to Ethan Ford, swings it around the near side for Samara. Samara pushes it ahead, picked up by O'Sullivan. And icing will go against the Hawks. Be O'Sullivan on the draw against Fuller. Fuller wins it back to the point. Rucho sends it down into the corner. O'Sullivan there to get it for Hudson. Battles with Jim Morse. Morse sends it back down low. Up to the point. Rucho with the shot. Doesn't get in all the way on Cutler. And Stevens through center ice into the Worcester zone and tried to make the backhand pass, lost the handle. Morse sent Smara the other way. And Lewis lost an edge. Smara went hard into the end wall. Possible 2-on-1 here for the Hawks. Souza throws it across and Fisher with the save. Ethan Ford saved that play for Worcester. He laid out. Souza just couldn't get the puck up over. It's going to be Lozeritis against Doobie on the draw. Off the faceoff, Nathan Lashua. Far side is Pratt into the zone. And he loses the handle. Nanadowicz sends it up the wall. Lozeritis up the right wing. Got Chamberlain out front. Try to get the pass out front to him. Net falls forward on Joe Fisher. And that's going to cause the stoppage in play. 10-17 left to go, second period. Hawks 2 and the Wildcats nothing. Lozeritis on the draw against Doobie again. Lozeritis off the faceoff, threw it out front, looking for Toby Eady. Now Pratt breaks up Morton. He tried to get the pass over to Lashua. Lashua keeps it in at the blue line, and it's taken away by Morton. Morton centers it for Chamberlain. Chamberlain forced all the way to the sideboards and cleared. Morton for Resendez. He's knocked off the puck. It'll be a Worcester penalty. Interference the call. It's going to be David Dobson for interference. 5:24 of the period, the time of the penalty. O'Malley plays it to the right. Stevens turns back to O'Malley near side. Nanadowicz. Stevens tried to get the one-timer off and on the shot. Stevens loose puck, backhands it down. Jordan Souza in the corner, defended by Ethan Ford. Souza, Stevens. O'Malley at the point, back to Stevens. Stevens moves off the wall, switches places with O'Malley. Sends it down low for O'Malley, on and off his stick. Souza sends it up. Stevens couldn't capture it near the blue line, forces Lozeritis back. Now Souza with room, partially broken up by Smara. Stevens behind the net. O'Malley went up high, glove side, went off the glass. And swung around the boards by Fuller. Hawks are going to change their forwards. 24 seconds left on the power play. 7:58 left in the period. Now Stevens off the wall, works toward the middle. His shot saved by Fisher. And O'Sullivan turns to the wall, comes off the wall, toward the center, just wide on the stick side. Nenadowicz. Lucina, his shot saved by Fisher. O'Malley's shot goes wide. Resendez tried to go up high on the weak side. And puck bounces in on Fisher. He couldn't gather it in. Worcester at full strength. Fisher down on one knee. Does get up. Looks like something is bothersome. And it's cleared by the Wildcats. Cooper Lucina back deep for the Hawks to get it. Doesn't clear. David Dobson on the left point gets it in on Cutler. Yep, they come around the far side again. Dobson's going to get another shot at it. Yeah, 2-on-0 for the Hawks. Stevens got it across and couldn't connect. Joe Lozeritis gonna see that shot in his sleep. And now Joe Fisher is gonna be tended to. He was slow to get up last time the Hawks went into the Worcester zone. Janet Kennedy, the Hawks trainer, out to have a look. Looks like it may be a lower body injury. Owen Kennedy, the backup goaltender for the Wildcats. Yeah, it looks like Fisher's gonna skate this one off and give it a go. .6:28 left to go, second period. 2-0. Hudson on top. Now Chamberlain, his shot blocked by Colton Tierney. And now Pratt into the Hudson zone. Chamberlain off the wall. Picked up by Joe Eady. Eady forced wide by David Dobson. Tried to come back out, stuff it on the short side. Fired back down low by Lewis. Swings behind the net. Eady tried to center the pass. Off a skate of a Wildcat. O'Malley with purpose sends it in. It's caught by Fisher. And he's going to hold on. Lozeritis wins back to Resendez. Shot from the point by Morton goes wide. And the rebound off the end wall. The Cooper Lucina got a couple whacks at that. And Lozeritis wins the face-off. Bernardowicz backhands it down behind the net. Swung out the far side to Jackson Tierney, and he clears. And Bernardowicz chased by Bowler. Breaks free, kept in at the point. And the deflected shot. Cutler able to get a piece of it and make the stop. And icing will be charged to the Hawks. 4:49 left to go in the period. Face-off will come to the right of Wyatt Cutler. And the shot from the point by Dobson. Up into the netting that protects the lighting in the ceiling. And we'll have another face-off. Now O'Sullivan. Couldn't get it to Souza. It's held on and went to the far corner. And O'Sullivan knocked off the puck by Dobson. Puck floats out front. Souza with the shot. The feed by Stevens. Stevens behind the net. Backhands it out front. O'Malley. Fans on the shot. Now Souza, he's knocked off the puck. And it went into some equipment. I think it might have gone up into the jersey of Jim Morse. 3:48 left to go, second period. Be Lozeritis on the draw against against Jason Fuller. Fuller wins the draw to Smara. Can't clear. Morton sends it back down into the corner. Toby Eady tried to get the centering pass for Chamberlain, and it was cleared by the Wildcats. Smara sends the puck down low. Crazy bounce off the kickboard. And Cutler had to be alert and make that stop. 3:27 left to go in the period. Now Chamberlain flips it towards center ice. So it's intended for Toby Eady. Cleared by the Wildcats, back to center ice. Then Ardowich fires back down deep again. Delayed offside. And the puck gets by Morton at center ice, forced to chase it deep into his own zone, puts on the brakes behind his net, gets it up the near wall for Chamberlain. And Chamberlain gets it to Nenadowicz. Nenadowicz into the zone. He's broken up. Kept alive by Morton. Chamberlain swings it down behind the net. Pass out front. And a goal by Joe Lozeritis. And the Hawks go up 3-0 with 2:38 left to go in the second period. This goal is going to go to Joe Lozeritis. Assists go to Toby Eady and number 6, Devin Morton. Time of the goal, 12:22 of the second period. It's the Hawks on top, 3-0. Face off to the left of Cutler. One back to Kuplasina. And Riley O'Sullivan breaks up Jason Fuller. And the Hawks will be going to the box. Be Riley O'Sullivan for elbowing at 13:59 of the second period. Now Morse into the Hudson zone. He's got Dobson out front. Morse loses an edge. And Nenadowicz able to clear it out of the zone. Ethan Ford back deep in the zone. Sends it up towards center ice for Morse. And Stevens fires it down, forces Fisher to make the play. And 1 minute left to play in the second period. And Smara gets the shot in, rejected by Cutler. Another shot in on Cutler. Rebound was loose, back to the point. Ford with the shot deflected high behind the net. 35 seconds to go in the period. Fuller back to Ford. Plays it back to Fuller, and the centering pass onto the stick of Lozeritis. And Lozeritis takes Ford down. Drifts the puck in on Fisher. Fisher clears it out of the zone. Fired back in by O'Malley. And the buzzer sounds, ending the period. We're through 2 here at the Sports Center. It's the Hawks 3 and the Worcester Wildcats nothing. Staff and they're all here, and the puck drops, and we start the third period. Puck down to the end wall behind Cutler. Smara out of the corner. Fuller centering pass off the stick of Morse. 3-on-2 for the Hawks. Lozeritis goes high to the glove side of Fisher, and he holds on. Stevens wins the face-off to Lozeritis, follows to the wall, down into the corner is Stevens. Pass out front, and Lozeritis puts it home. His second goal of the night. .38 seconds into the third period. And Christian Stevens puts the Hawks on top 4-0. Check that Lozeritis on the goal. Stevens with the assist. Time of the goal, 38 seconds into the third period. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Hawks. Edie out of the corner, gives it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's backhand pass out in front of the goal. And Ben Ruccio taken out by Stevens. Pass out front. Chamberlain with the whack at it. O'Sullivan sends it across for Morton. Morton sends it into the zone for Lucina. It was rejected, and Worcester the other way. And shot goes in on Cutler. He's going to hold on. Faceoff's going to go to his left. Aiden Grigware will take the draw for Worcester. Joe Lozeritis for the Hawks wins it to the near side for Lucina. Lucina up the wall. Tierney keeps it in. His shot in on Cutler goes high. Morton goes the opposite way for Resendez. Resendez blows a tire coming off the wall. Bowler with the shot. Cutler with the save. Now Morton into the zone. Swings down into the corner. Couldn't get the pass out front. Was looking for Resendez. Nenardowicz into traffic. And it's rejected at the top of the circle. Fires back down low. Resendez out the other side. Tried to throw it back down low. Worcester can't clear. Morton keeps it in. Back behind the net for Lozeritis. Nenardowicz rolling puck. And the backside on the rebound is Lozeritis. .253 of the period. Lozeritis from Nenardowicz. Now Stevens with the shot, saved by Fisher. Third goal. Out behind the net, Souza. Try to get the backhander out front. Gets to the point. O'Malley with the shot, saved by Fisher. Puck rolls out front. Picked up by Worcester, sent the other way. Sal Smara into the zone. He's broken up by O'Malley. And Fuller pushes it toward the goal. Smara for Fuller. His shot is blocked. O'Malley picks up the loose puck. Goes up high for Stevens. Puck rolls off his stick. Now Smara swings wide. Pass out front. Taken away. Now Stevens goes into the zone with Nolan Vasile. And Devaney into the corner as well. Devaney, backhander out front. And O'Malley with the shot goes up over everything. And Ryan Devaney out there with brother Jackson Devaney. Icing is the call. It was the hat trick for Sousa Saturday night and the hat trick tonight for Joe Lozaritis. Face-off one back to Nenadowicz, and it was deflected by Jackson Devaney up over the net into the safety netting. And Bruner clears. Bruner can't find the rolling puck. Was picked up by Nathan Doobie. His shot is caught by Cutler. Face off one back to the point. Dobson down low for Nathan. Lashua tried to get the centering pass for Pratt, was intercepted, and the Hawks the other way. Toby Eady kicks it ahead for Chamberlain. Chamberlain saves it from being an icing call. And Lozaritis swings high, loses the handle. Sent out of the zone by Jacob Pratt. Now Eady forced wide. Lozaritis sends it down low for Eady. He's taken into the wall by David Dobson. Now Morton with the shot through traffic. And it's deflected wide down into the near corner. Eady again on the forecheck. It's ahead for Pratt. Pratt able to clear the zone. O'Sullivan plays it across. Morton swings wide. His shot is stopped by Fisher. .8:36 to go. Hawks on top, 5-0. Lozaritis with the natural hat tricks. Had the last 3 goals for the Hawks. Had one to finish out the second and 2 here in the third period. A spin move by Tierney. Sent it down into the corner. Now O'Sullivan the other way. Sends it off the wall back behind Fisher. Picked up by John Bowler. Gets it ahead for Grigware. Grigware's stick exploded. Trying to make his way to the Worcester bench for a change. And the puck rolls beyond the goal line icing will be the call. 7:34 left to go in the third period. The Hawks will be in action right back here at the Sports Center Saturday night at 6 o'clock as they'll take on the Jets of East Boston. Have to admit, first time I will ever have seen the East Boston Jets. Puck bounces in on Fisher and he ties that one up. Souza sends it down into the corner. Lozaritis back to the point. Goes to Will Bruner. Bruner sends it down low. Stevens to Souza. Souza out of the corner. In traffic on the near wall. Back to Donato. It's tipped out front by Lozaritis. Now Morse for the Wildcats. Broken up by Nenadowicz. Back checkers get there. Smauer in the corner. Pass out front for Morse. He shoots it wide on the stick side of Cutler, and Nenadowicz on the rebound. Makes the move toward goal. Souza back to Nenadowicz. Nenadowicz settles it. Into traffic. Goes off the shin pad of Devaney. Deflects into the corner. Now Souza takes the turn. Tried to get the centering pass. Probably should have just ripped off a shot from there. Back to Bruner. Bruner sends it down behind the net. Now Vasile tried to poke it forward. It's picked up by Jason Fuller and driven the other way. Pass out front. No Hawks there. Now Fuller angled off the puck by Jackson Devaney. And Ryan Devaney down into the corner. Makes a move. Still with the puck. Broken up behind the net by Dobson. And ahead comes Morse. Forced wide by Morton. Oh, and a save out front by Lewis. And Lewis taken down from behind. Fuller is going to go. So the Worcester penalty is going to go on number 18, Jason Fuller, for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10:17 of the third period. Hawks on the power play. Tim O'Malley back near side for Nenadowicz. Nenadowicz into the zone. Swings wide. Got some options out front. Got it to Resendez. Resendez shot in on Fisher. Puck was still loose for the moment. Looked like Cooper Lucina was going to get a whack at it. Never got over there as Fisher covered it up. O'Sullivan for O'Malley. O'Malley works his way toward the middle. Was looking to go stick side, and Fisher made the save. Fisher's still slow to get up. O'Sullivan. Cross for Donato, a slap pass near side. O'Malley tried to set up Kupalacina in the slot. Now O'Malley in the corner. Works his way back down low, knocked off the puck by David Dobson. And Worcester clears. 3:31 left to go in this one. It's the Hawks on top. 5-0. Hawks are going to get a penalty. It's going to go against Braden Resendez. So it's going to be Braden Resendez for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 11:32 of the third. So it'd be 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. And then Worcester will be on the power play. Now Nanadowicz works across center ice. Works wide on the forehand. Shot it off the twine behind the post. Picked up his own rebound, got it across for Chamberlain. Chamberlain back out front. Edie with the shot saved by Fisher, and another save on the rebound. And he's slow to get up. And icing goes against Worcester. They're fresh, just recent, were they at full strength. And icing will be the call. Joe Fisher toughened this one out. Got an obvious lower body injury, possibly like a groin pull or something, but he is uncomfortable and he's still in the game. Now Morton sends it out towards center ice. Picked up by Ethan Ford and given to Jim Morse. Morse down the near side, puts on the brakes. Gets it back to Dobson. Dobson behind the net, tried to make the move on Morton. Still with the puck. Back to Smara. And across the point. And the shot in by Ethan Ford. And Cutler's going to catch that one and hold on. 2:01 left to go in this one. And Lozeritis sent away by Stevens in the breakaway. Saved by Fisher. Short-handed opportunity for Lozeritis. Looking for number 4. Now Morton plays it far side. Pass was too far ahead of O'Malley. O'Malley sends it down. And the penalty expires. Resendez out of the box. And the Hawks at full strength. The two Devaney's and Vasile now on the ice. Minute 19 left. And there goes Jackson Devaney up the left wing. His shot caught by Fisher. Rebound got away. And 1 minute left to go in this one. And Arnowitz near side for O'Malley. And O'Malley can't clear. And the shot by Fuller breaks up the shutout for Cutler. So the Worcester goal by Jason Fuller gets the Wildcats on the board at the 14:11 mark of the third period. Tom Sutton on the draw. Loses it to Riley O'Sullivan. Now Lucina carries into the zone, puts on the brakes, gets the wrister off, blocker save by Fisher. 15 seconds to go. Lucina with the pass out front. And Fisher has had enough with 6.6 left in on the clock. And Owen Kennedy is going to come into the game for the last 6.5 seconds for the Wildcats. And Devaney wins it back to Lewis. Lewis sends it back down into the corner. And the buzzer sounds, ending this one. Natural hat trick for Joe Lozaritis. Sealed the deal for the Hawks at the end of the second period, early into the third. And the Hawks take this one 5-1 for their second win in a row. It'll be in action Saturday right here at the Sports Center as they take on the Jets of East Boston. Final score again, 5-1 in favor of the Hawks. For Ali Cassidy, I'm Pete Conti. We'll see you Saturday night.